Now, this next act is local, and it's rap and poetry. So I hope you guys like it. Everybody welcome Ish to the stage.
I was weighing back. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, like you said, rap, poetry, that sort of thing. I normally, you know what? I'm gonna be extra poet. There's a stool up here. Yeah, I'm gonna get cozy. So I typically memorize these things, but I forgot I wrote this poem until like yesterday. I wrote it in the comment section of a YouTube video. It's called To Sirach, the Goddess MC. This girl the most slept on. I don't really like those who proselytize, but for Lady Sirach, I'll spread the hip-hop far and wide. Digest these messages, study code in the lines. My DNA direct me stomach. This recipe guts, it ain't lying. Direct to symphony. Sympathy, sent for me, 'cause this butter ain't frying and the pan ain't flying. Know the pain, I ain't lying. I let it through, it hits the maze. Massed corn, minotaurs, chronos, my pen creates Zion. My ease measured roof. I'm rooted, basement awake. Cape, it ain't trying. Like Saul said, my black is gold like bees. My black is gold like leaves. 311, amber is the color of my 911. I memorized it, learning to dial for emergency. They converted it for monuments. Remembered turbulence fervently. Now it converges on currency. And this time around, I want to meet my myth and know how. I'm cheating death, borrowing my time from my past, present tense, caged and bereft. I am stained, drained, brained, saged, sainted, strange until death. Bird burned, sane till my crest. Peaks, degrees, and symmetry sees nothing left. I love all them orphanage cats, but on my breath, that kid, Mike, he the best. ODB, big baby. See, all the soldiers who gone before, pour some out for they rest. Knowledge reigns supreme. Oh, and Chris said it fresh over nearly everyone. Betty said it when he was hatching in that nest. Sirach, our powerful God, gave the queen flesh, but we ain't shark, right? Hawk, eagle, talented, talon, and prey. Young cannibalized a sibling in the womb. Thou of shark. Create and consume, and life feeds on life. Capitalism is the ideology of a predator. It isn't art, right? Nail me to the swastika, because the cross ain't costing enough. Rupture symbols, taste of hate. At least it ain't lost in the cuff. You ain't Boston enough to toss marathons, bombs in the rough. Gone, the wrong interrupts. Hanging puppets by strings, tugging hearts. Here's the rub. My marionettes steel, will eyes rise until the water level gets lost in your tub. Eureka! Blurred words tossing the drugs over shoulders like bags of dirt, soiled jeans, and a litter of monsters and cubs. Might hibernate when your fate decides it's time to mosh in the club. Often I must change frames, maintain the air of posh, and trust unearth the frost in her dust stay floating, rot in her lust, like the holes in my best friend's teeth. Have a bag of sweets. Treats feature feats evil Knievel wouldn't want for the rush, so put them spikes down and bleed. Here's the need that seeps in your thoughts and your blood. Illustrious dreams when the steam causes your top to erupt. Your market shares bubbles bound to pop and pocket your rust. It's a locket, bottle, rocket, gold record capsule. Perhaps you'll see it sealed, lost to earth's touch. Opposite of crop circle dust. A game of proper full cups. Of dice where the prophet woke up and nodded, wandered, propelled on purple rugs, and note the strongest of smells, Pavlovian bells make him long for the sun. Sear bacon. France is certain you're wrong when it comes to making ponderous love ridiculous. I'm wrong with this shove, so shut the fuck up! No, I will not keep my mouth shut. Cinch and cut, riot, strike, put down the rock and sling. Sisyphus and giants touch, corruption on a string. Violins erupt and sing, they're crying for the sin of broken brains and hearts and shame. A puppet carving grins, an etching of a broken poem. Goliath walked on pins. Needles, shards of glass, bloodied grass, cast the bones and beg to pass. Compromising strategies which vandalize the wind. Signals cross synapses, stroke of genius collapses. Lost the random access, memorized the broken wing. A tire spoke in spring. We spoke of this before, we're going crazy on a binge. The history was purged as we journey towards the fringe. The fabric of our space and time laughs and patches all our rhymes with codes and brittle subtle signs. Erode the patterns of our morning. How do we begin? Immersion dialectic, question liquid logic, linguistics looking for an exit. The conversation was a head trip, and it left him with the spins. It left him with the spins. It left him. I got one more. Hey, thank you for Frank for hosting this. Thank you for every comedian that's going to get up here and make us laugh. Every poet that's going to make us feel something. Thank you, John and Lamar. Be sure to tip your bartenders if you're out here. Buy something. This whole machine, this whole damn thing, runs on money. I don't know why, but we chose to do that. This is where we live. It's part of our reality. I'm just killing time so I can try to remember what the hell my next poem was. Okay, maybe I just need to change my mind a little bit. Choice. Evolve or repeat. Evolution's revolution. Repetition slows. Heavy march possess the left. Study where it goes. One hand juggles puzzle pieces. Other clutches chest. Sign in space above the creases, cardiac arrest. One can be left wrapped and awestruck, staring long at such complexities. I often find the only chime to break the cycle is a rhyme for its inequities. And I don't need no more caffeine, because right now I'm blind awake, wide asleep and chemically confused, slipping streams between the consciousness of mine and someone else's dreams. Seems adjoining patterns, adjacent memories imprinted. Unnerving morning lantern, bereft of hope and remedy. The brevity of the moment did betray my worst intention. She stole my pulse when she noticed dance, alone solo jest, our resurrection. But I couldn't take the yoke lying down, not today. Reject the needy oak. Her best is churning hope. Our rest hurts converting melancholic missionaries. Plague bubonic skin to berry. Slavery bonnets getting married, so they tell me, but I don't get her family's jokes. The fever dreams encroach. The fervor hangs my rope so I could crown regret with smoke. Rest in peace is the rest of my thesis. Bit the hand that rocks through glass houses. Faust is playing Let's Make a Deal while Old Scratch holds matchstick, catch a brick candle lit, massive fits thrown, and won't line up. Hindsight kind of says nothing and everything at the same time, huh? Like all this shit is connected. And from the right perspective, might even pull a resurrection of the fancy feasting controversy, homing mistletoe pistol whipping, lashing and shell bashing your code, but I guess I didn't know. Wouldn't sow a seed or read between the nuanced lines that hid hook clever flow. And when the ice finishes melting, he'll be belting out a drunken tune that you'd mistake for a stranger passing judgment on you. It's like, close the door or open the recursive loop. I can't tell forward from backwards anymore. Let's extend this cursive swoop. What if Prometheus were bolder to Sisyphus, who were an eagle eating liver by light of day? Sees nightfall. Liver grows. I'm addicted to replacing the replacements. Substitution, what's improvement? He ain't stuck up, he just wasted. And these basic simplified attractors obey the law of give and take. It's just a shame I need to see the sun prescription factor. Need to break another dawn, another light, another line, another knowing look will cross her face at least one more time. Children are never happy to see parents looking back at them will gradually, forgetting names and spaces, dates and faces. Last to go is fragrance. I miss the stomach. Thank you.
One more time for Ish, everybody. our next one coming up, next performer, he usually, yeah, 1 second, guys. I got to pick this up. My bad. It's all good. This next performer, he usually does host the open mics, but it's time for new people to start hosting. So if you guys want to host open mic next month, feel free to. So everybody welcome John Boone to the stage.
Keep it going for that burp. It does that. Since Ish is terrible at self-promotion, he has some shirts over here for sale. There's a couple of shirts left. You can pick those up. You can buy his album on Bandcamp. He has 2 Facebook accounts, and he posts so fucking much, I started calling him Ishtagram to my wife. That's how much he's on there. So the Killers are just Modest Mouse for people who drink Bud Light, right? That's an old joke. I wrote it a long time ago. I just found it.